Good morning, happy Sunday. I'm so glad you're here on this lovely day. Well, it's not that lovely in New Jersey, but it was quite nice when I went running earlier. So if my eye is looking a little on the red side, I think it's algae, so don't worry. The first thing I wanted to do was to show this. This is the new annual catalog that goes live on Tuesday. And until then, all I can do is show you the cover. But you can see some new colors there, I think, and it's pretty exciting. If you are a customer of mine, you should already have your book. If it hasn't arrived, let me know and I will send you another one. If you haven't ordered from me in the last 6 months, but you want a catalog, then I'll take a deposit of $10 using PayPal or something like that and send you the catalog, and I will refund the $10 on your first order. So it's all about making sure you really need one and that it's not just that you want one. So you need to get some skin in the game, as they say. So anyway, this is so exciting. There's some really good stuff in here. You're gonna love it. So yes, it's great. Morning, Barbara. So that's that. I wanted to go about that. Then, but now I've put it on top of my cards. There we go. Let's move that out of the way. So the other thing I want to say about this is we of course have 5 new colors. And what have I looked at that makes my eye not happy? I don't know. I'm gonna do an in-color club. It's a 5-month commitment, and each month you get, I had to write it down so I would remember, card, ink pad, refill, blends, ribbon, the marker, and the DSP for that one color. And on top of that, you get a tutorial with 3 cards using the color. So it's a really good way to get all the things you want and need. I mean, really, I think. You need these new colors at a reasonable price. So it's not a huge box coming and people wondering why you're spending so much money. If it's just a little thing each month, it's not so bad, is it? So I'm gonna do that, and you have to sign in, or you have to sign up by the 10th of this month, and that's when I'll start doing this in color club. And if you are listening to this in a couple of weeks and you're like, oh, I missed it, you could join in, and you just be slightly out of phase with the others, in that you'd have a month at the end that they don't have, but you could join in if you want. So that's that. Yes, I think that was the main thing I wanted to tell you. I'll be sending out the email and the Facebook stuff about the mail and make. I finished the cards yesterday, and I'm just having a little bit of a struggle with the GIMP, which is what I use for my to make my collages, and I should figure it out sometime today, and that will go out today. So let me get my dice out. Where is it? I need my 4-1. There we go. In fact, why don't I turn you down? Well, hang on, let's just do this. So I've got 4 of you. And that's a 1, which makes it Leslie Ann. Okay, Leslie Ann, if you're listening, just please send me your address. Thank you. So that's that. Let me get my book out of the way. And then we can get moving, right? Oh, change the glasses so I can have some hope of seeing. Right, and now I will turn you down Let's see. That looks about right. Right, so what we're going to use today is the Vine design. It's a stamp set and dies, 55.75, and there's quite a lot of rather beautiful looking dies, and impossible to use all of them in just 3 cards, but I did my best. So that's what we're using. Put that over there, and let's look at the cards we're going to make. So this one, and in case you're wondering which colours I've used, let me show you. Evening Evergreen is here. Then we've got Polished Pink. Then we're going to use Fresh Freesia and a bit of Pale Papaya on this card. So that's the first card. Here's the second card, and this one is going to use Soft Succulent. So I'm introducing you to all 5 of the new incolors in case you haven't already seen them. But I was so excited. I haven't even put the labels on yet. I just dove in. I must behave like an adult one of these days and, you know, do the right thing, but I'll get to it. And this one is using a polished pink base. Isn't that a beautiful color? And this is the Evening Evergreen. And well, let's just get going, I say. Let me put these over here so I can remember what I'm doing. And here's my pack. As I told you, I think last week, I'm trying to cut down on my plastic consumption, so you wouldn't get it in this. You would get it, all the pieces, in an envelope for each card, and I've started marking them on the underside of the flap on the envelope, so you know, if you haven't made it straight away, you know what card it's going with. Okay, so let's get to the first card. And I'm having a slight trouble with my eye this morning. I think I got it dazzled somehow, and so I can't see very well at the moment if I look straight at something. So these cards may end up being a little off, but it should show you the idea behind it all. Move that a bit. So, Evening Evergreen, and here is the bush, maybe? I don't know. Not a botanist. So, oh yeah, we don't need that at the moment. Let's put this down on here. That was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? Bit of a halo thing going on there, so let's try that again. Maybe even... I was having a really bad time with halos yesterday, so much so that I actually cut down the stamps. So I don't know if it's just this set or what. That's better. And now I need a piece of a strap and make some little flowers. then get die cut. And here's the really cool thing about this set. Let me show you this. There are 3 that fit this, so it makes it much easier to die cut a lot. But since you all know how to die cut, I'm not going to take the time to get the die cutting machine out and do that. So I'll get out my little bowl. This is a bowl my dad made on the lathe downstairs. There were loads around the house. So when I wanted somewhere to hold these little pieces, I was like, yep, I'll just liberate a bowl from one for a bit and it'll be perfect. And so, Evening Evergreen, isn't it lush? It's so dark and, well, Christmassy, and it's just so rich. I love it. There we go. Now we're going to put it on, well, actually we're not, in case I screw it up. So what I like to do is put that about where I need it. Put down something to keep it closed. Get out my sentiment and stamp it there. And that looks fine, so I can continue. But I mean, if you screw it up and you'd already glued this down, of course you could stamp it on another piece, die cut it out and put it on top, and no one will be the wiser. But I don't know, I tend to just do it that way. Let me use this one. Now, I move this out of the way before I put my fingers in it. Okay, I'll get my little bowl and my glue dots and the little ones, don't I? So, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll put that back over there for now, and stick these. Did I use glue dots or did I use dimensional? Actually, I think I used little mini dimensionals. Let's use those. That's more fun, right? If I could, there it is. Let's just glue dot them up. I mean, mini dimensional them up. If that's, is that a verb? I mean, it ought to be really. Dimensional. I dimensionaled it. Yes. Works, doesn't it? These little ones are so useful for this kind of application. I mean, of course, you could cut the big ones in half, but why when you can already get them nice and little? They're all dimensionaled up. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you another thing. If you join my In Color Club, on your 5th month, you'll get this for free. These are the In Color jewels, and they are beautiful. Oh, sorry, forgot to tell you that. Oh, I'm so excited about it too. Okay, where shall I put you? Let's put you there. I'm following what I did before, in case you couldn't guess. This one is going to go up here. So this is fresh freesia. This is the pale papaya. This is more fresh freesia. Or probably freesia, as my father would say. And here's the polished pink. I don't know which I like best yet. Do you? Have you got any ideas yet? Which one you think is the best? For you, I mean? I find that it changes. I remember when we had lemon lime twist. I looked at it when it was shown on the screen and I said to my sister who was next to me, I am never using that colour, except maybe the tiny little pop of colour. And a couple months later, I was using lemon lime carb bases, and that was the colour I was most upset to lose when those colours change. So you never know which one is going to be your favourite. And then I thought the really little ones. Oh, there's quite a few little ones, aren't there? Here we go. This is the fun bit where you try and pick up pearls. Come on. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, much better. And then just put it in the middle of each. Little thing. I don't know where the oh, there it is. There's one around here somewhere. You know what? This is so much easier. You just push it with this tool, and then it gets stuck on the sticky bit. It's a brilliant tool. And when you run out of stick, you just break some of this off, twist some more down, and you're good to go again. So there is our first card, which looks remarkably like the first one, which is a good thing. So let's move on to the next one. Yes, this one. So I had decided to have this down this side, but when I glued it onto my card base, I put it upside down. So I changed it. So, well, I had to change it because it was stuck. Oops, sorry, I think I headbutted you. So let's do this one. This is fun. I like doing this kind of thing, and it always seems to be quite effective. So let's start with, I'm not using this one right now. That's on the next card. So let's start with the fresh freesia, which is over here. Let me get my stamps. Here we are. And put it there, and there, and another one there. That's good. It's enough fresh freesia. Now we will move to the pale papaya. which I'm coming to like more and more. I think once you've used them, you start liking them more and more and more. So let's just add a few of these. Yep, that's that one. And here's the only one we haven't used yet. This one is soft succulent, and I think it looks really good with these. So here's the, where is it? Here it is. This is a bit raggedy because I trimmed it because it kept haloing. So let's hope that this is going to work. Okay, and then let's put one just off there, and so one here. And maybe one more. Let's have one more. I'm just about to say, I hope I don't now mess it up on the last one that I was just adding for fun. But no, that looks good, doesn't it? So now let's do my, could have sworn I had, oh yes, I have got a spare one, just in case, so I don't have to run and die cut a new one. In fact, this is quite good because this is just a plain circle. So with this spare one, I would have 4 chances, which really ought to be enough. So put that away for now. I can't remember what we use on the next card, so. Right, so now we mount this on its, these were the layering circles. So you've got this little, tiny little border of the soft succulent, showing the, I think it's pretty, very pretty. It wasn't immediately one of the ones that I said, oh, I really like that, but after I used it for this card actually, I was like, you know, this is a really nice colour. There we are. And then here is our card base, soft succulent. You may think I'm saying the names a lot. It's because I'm trying to make sure I get them in my head. Right, let's see. Yes, this way round. Kind of like it this way round as well. It's also good the other way up, which is nice. You know, you could have done it that way, but today I'm doing it this way because I can. And why not? If I could find my, I was going to say, I got a new sheet out when I was crafting yesterday. So I'm going to glue myself to the card. Right, and then for a finishing touch, I am going to use some of these in-color jewels. Oh, they're so pretty. I really like them. So I'm just going to, I think one it could go here. Just pushing them off so I don't touch them at all. Where am I going to put this one? Maybe there we go. And I think we obviously need a third one. And that can go there. I think I'm going to need more of these. In fact, I'm pretty sure these are going to be hard to get. I reckon they'll go on back order because they're so gorgeous. So here we go. And oh yes, here's the last one. So here are the pieces. So let me just show you. I mean, it's just great. So I'm going to make this card. So where's my liquid glue? That's the easiest. Here's a, oh, as you can see, I was getting all these halos on the green until I cut it back a bit. You may need to, it just seemed as if this one had more red rubber around the edges than usual. So that's what I did. I chopped it back. And then it's my very handy place to keep my glue. Because I find the best way to do this, well, first is to get everything out of the way that you don't need right this minute. There we go. Right. So what I like to do is get my green glue. Well, it's not green, is it? It's yeah, you know what I mean. And then because there's not, or do I do it the other way around? Yeah, maybe. Where's my box? My box. My little bowl. Let's do this first. Get those out. And we're going to add them to our die cut. Sure it's the right way up. That way. And look, it's even got grooves in the leaves. I mean, it's wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go dot around here. And let's see what we've got. And then I'm going to try and pick up just one. That would be useful. I'm going to put this, and it's symmetrical. Well, not symmetrical, is it? It doesn't matter which way around you put it. So there we go. And then I'll pick up some more of the liquid glue and go around and just dot it on like so, because I find that if you actually use this on the card, you'll get a big blob, and then you're trying to figure out how to get rid of all the glue that's just overflowed. So when I'm doing something delicate like this, that is the best glue for it, definitely. I mean, can you imagine using a tape runner? I don't think so. So, but it's because I only want little dots, then this is the best way that I have found to achieve that. Right, let's do another fresh freezer. It's just occurred to me because I noticed that this one's centre hadn't been popped out. I didn't need to bother popping any of them out because I was going to cover them up. Oh well. Yeah. Never said I was fast. Ay, ay, ay. So just continue going around, adding more flowers, which I obviously die cut earlier because who wants to watch that? Let's have one of these, the pale papaya one. And then we've got, oh, got 3 left, which is as it should be. Okay. Just 2 more to go. There we are. So now we're going to mount this onto this layer. Well, continue using this because, and now I've got the flowers on the other side, so I don't have to be quite so careful. I can just put a little dot on some of the leaves so they are also adhered, but it can be much more sloppy under the flowers. And looks like I need a bit more of the glue. Just put a bit more out. There we go. Oops, that's a lot. Now I use that. So here I've got too much glue, so I'm going to use that glue as my glue source for right now. I think, oh, I haven't done that one. Okay, let's position this. Oh, it's on my, I thought I could feel glue, and I can, but it's actually on my finger. I thought it was on the, yeah, it's not quite straight, is it? And it's too low. Come on, move. There we go. I have to get my glue eraser. Just get it off my finger. That would be good. Right. Okay, I'll let this dry and then I'll get that. Right, so I'm going to fold this over before anything else gets glue on them. And there is. You see, really should put the labels on. Makes it so much easier. Yeah, I'll do that later. Now, where, oh, here it is. Here's my ribbon. Well, actually, oh, I see. I've got glue on my fingernail. That's why it's so, feeling so odd. Well, let's first, yeah, it's all good. Give ourselves the, I don't need this anymore. The sentiment. This is a happy card. It's going to be a happy birthday. Another halo. There we go. Don't need this anymore. Right, don't forget, here we go. So I'm going to put this ribbon across here. It's a very pretty ribbon, I really like it. And I've got it in all the colours, of course. And I think there, right. So, having figured that out, I'm now going to destroy where it was going to go. So I can put glue on. There we go. Now, let's see, where do we want this? Think about there. And then it goes onto the card base. And now glue is probably appropriate for removing. Yeah, that's better. So the lesson for today is to make sure you know where you're putting it before you try and put it down and smear glue everywhere. But, you know, these things happen. I mean, that's why we have a glue remover. I'll just sort of clean it a bit. There we go. Right. And some dimensionals to pop up our sentiment. That should be enough. Revealed, and I'm going to put it right about there. How did I do that? Oh well, it'll come off eventually, tomorrow maybe. So we're going to use the polished pink. We'll have one I think there, and let's have one up over here. Oh, and let's have one up here. Why not? there we are. So here's what we've made today. That one and this one. Showing the new colours, which I think are lovely. I hope you like them too. And as I said, when you place an order with me of $25 or more, I will send you the pieces, the cardstock pre-cut, including ribbon, that you can make these 3 cards. And if you need a tutorial, you can of course refer back to my live. And as I did at the beginning, I picked a winner from my raffle, and the way you get into my raffle is by sharing my live. And if you have any friends that don't do Facebook but do YouTube, I'm also on YouTube, so if you could get them to subscribe to my channel, I would be eternally grateful. So I think that's about it. So have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next Sunday at 11. Okay? Bye.